All right, we're going to have a game of Disney Lorcana trading card game, Illumineer's Quest, Deep Trouble. We are going to battle Ursula. I'm going to use the included deck, one of them. This is the Amber Ruby deck. And we are going to play Ursula on difficulty normal. We're going to see how that goes. Let's get our first 7 cards. So what kind of curve can we look for here? I think we're definitely going to keep Goofy. We're going to keep Rapunzel. 1 Rapunzel. And the rest is getting mulliganed. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we ended up with Piglet. Very good. And the rest is just whatever. Okay. Shuffle those back in. Alright, I guess we'll need my lore counter too. The Lorcana app has a lore counter that includes this scenario. So you can just set it up like this. We can start. You can select lore counter. You can select Ursula. We want to reset this. Exit game. Choose 1 player on normal. Start new game. And this will also keep track for you of how many cards she's supposed to draw. So you don't have to worry about thinking about it. It's a lot to keep track of when you're playing against her. So it's a bit difficult to keep track of everything. Set that there. All right. So we got our hand and we'll begin. So Ursula always begins with the Stolen Trident. So she gets a lore right off. And we're going to draw 2 cards. First card, too expensive. 3 ink. Goes into her inkwell. Second card, Triton's Daughters. And that's her first turn. Now, our turn. So, we are going to Mulan, Mari. I think we are going to start by inking this Con. We're going to ink Con. Actually, I get to draw. And we got a scar on our draw, but we're going to ink Con, and we will play the only card we can, which is Hey Hey, and we're done. Okay, so Ursula, we followed the order. Ready, set, resolve the row. So ready, set, there's nothing to set. We'll resolve the roll by exerting her Triton's Daughters, and we'll just give her 2 lore. And then we can draw her 2 cards. And we get Choppy Waters, too expensive, goes into her inkwell, and Hey Hey, too expensive, into the inkwell. All right, our turn. Ready, set, and draw. Okay, Medallion Weights is a bit of a late game item, I feel, so we're going to go ahead and ink the Medallion Weights. Then we are going to play our Piglet for 2. Piglet has, and I'm the captain. While you have 2 or more other characters in play, this character gets +2 lore. So we really need to figure out how to leverage our lore in Lore Rush. And we will quest Hey Hey for 1, and that's turn. All right. Ursula, ready, set, draw. Well, she's just going to collect her 2 lore. So she's at 5, and we're going to draw her 2 cards. And we get the Mad Hatter. She has 2 ink for that. And Gaston, 2 ink for Gaston. When you play this character, deal 4 damage to the opposing character with the lowest cost. Well, I'm glad that's Hey Hey and not Piglet. And that's Ursula's turn. All right, ready, set, draw. Let us ink the Mulan, injured soldier. We'll pay 3 and play. Actually, what we want to do is we want to get this Rapunzel down now. So I think we're just going to pay 2 for Rapunzel. We'll get Rapunzel down, and we're not actually going to... You can quest. She doesn't attack you. She only lore rushes. So we can go ahead and quest Piglet for 1. And that is going to be our turn. All right, Ursula. Ready, set, draw. Or ready, set, resolve. So she can get 1, 2, 3, 4 lore right off. Which brings her to 9. And then she's got 2 more cards coming. This is going to be tough because I haven't really been able to control her yet. But the first card is a 5, so that's an ink. And the next card is a 4, which she can play Whirlpool. Exert all opposing characters. They can't ready at the start of their next turn. So that's unfortunate. So hopefully we get a character with a rush in our draw. So we can't ready. We can draw. And we got a Namari. But what we are going to do is play Goofy. Goofy has rush and gives us 2 lore. So we will ink Mulan. We'll pay 4. We will play Goofy. And we will challenge Triton's Daughters for 2 damage. And 2 damage back. And we'll gain 2 lore for the challenge. Goofy. Whenever this character challenges another character, gain 2 lore. And rush. So that's turn done. And yeah, Ursula's going to get quite the board developed here, it looks like. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 lore for Ursula right off the bat. She's at 13. And we have Triton's Daughters again, and Typhoon. Return all opposing exerted characters to their player's hand. That's kind of bad, but at least it does heal Goofy. This is not looking so good, to be honest. We're way behind on the board and lore, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. I think it's looking like it's going to be a loss. All right, ready, set, and draw. So I think we're going to go for Goofy again. He's going to rush. And he'll be able to at least take out Triton's Daughter. And then maybe we're thinking on the next turn we're going to play Rapunzel and Piglet. So we're going to keep the 4 lore for now. And just play Goofy for 4. Goofy's going to challenge Triton's Daughter. 2 damage there. Triton's Daughter is gone. And 2 lore. And there we go. That's turn. All right, Ursula's turn. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 lore for Ursula. Brings her to 17. Draw 2 cards. We get 4. Tamatoa. Pick 1. When you play this character, the opposing players together choose an item or location and banish it. Well, I don't have either, so that's not doing anything. And the next one is another 4. Hercules. This one has Bodyguard. Okay. During the opposing player's turn, they may pay 3 to banish this character. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and exert Hercules, and then that's Ursula's turn. Okay, ready, set, and draw. Actually, we have a dingle hopper now, so let us ink this Mulan for 2. That's going to give us 5. So we're going to play Piglet and Rapunzel and the dingle hopper. And then we will... I don't think we're going to challenge with Goofy because he's going to die. No, we can dingle hopper Goofy for 1. And then we can challenge something that has 2 attack. Oh, this one has 3. I might have to just go ahead and do the pay the 3 lore. Well, I can pay 2 lore and get 1 resist. Kind of expensive. That would allow Goofy to survive. Or I can just pay 3 lore and just banish him outright. He has 2 lore. We kind of have to do it. All right, let's pay the 3 lore. 1, 2, 3. We'll banish Hercules. And then we will exert Goofy, and we will challenge something that does 2 damage. Which in this case will be Gaston. So 2 for Gaston. 2 for Goofy, and 2 lore for the challenge. So I'm back up to 5. All right, it's a battle, and we're done. All right, Ursula, ready, set, resolve. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lore. And then draw. Unfortunately, you have to resolve before you draw, so now she's getting 3 on this turn. All right, 2, 3. Fortunate hit. All right, that's good for us. The opposing players together choose one of your items and banish it. This is the only way to get rid of Ursula's trident with this deck, because this deck has no item removal in it that I am aware of. All right. And then the next card is Capsize. If you have 6 or less, put the top 3 cards of your deck into your inkwell face down. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now she's all inked up pretty much for anything she needs. And the last card is Prince Eric. Bodyguard. Another bodyguard card. All right, so we'll just put that there for now. And that's Ursula's turn done. We're going to ready, set, and draw. So we need to be able to take out Eric. We don't have any support characters out. So, how much up? 2, 4, 5. We can't really ink anything. I think I'm just going to ink them as weights for the next turn. And we'll pay 4. And Scar will come down. And Rapunzel will exert and heal Goofy for 2. And we will exert the Dingle Hopper and heal his last one. And then we're going to exert Goofy and challenge Prince Eric. So that's 2 damage on Eric. And 2 damage back to Goofy. And 2 lore for Goofy. So I'm at 7. So Ursula is more than halfway, and I'm not halfway, so it's not looking good, but we'll see here. We still get to quest with Piglet, and Piglet is going to quest for 3. Okay, so I'm just halfway. And that is turn. Scar is drawing. Okay, so ready, set, draw. There's nothing to set on any of these. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lore. And draw 3 cards. Oops, let's go one at a time here. Typhoon. Return all opposing exerted characters to their player's hand. Okay, that is going to be enough to pretty much kill the game now. That will be me pretty much done here, I think. And the next card is a Bruno Madrigal. When you play this character, each opposing player puts the top 3 cards of their deck into their discard. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we're losing Mulan, a Rapunzel, and Cobra Bubbles. And the last card is Crushing Wave. Do 2 damage to each opposing character. So 2 damage to Scar. It's also unfortunate. All right. Ready, set, and draw. Six ink. All right. Draw. Wow, I didn't get any. I have not drawn any support characters at all this game. That's a bit rough. Okay, well, we have 6, so that's going to definitely be Goofy for 4, and Piglet for 2. Scar is going to have to suicide into... Oh no, he'll survive Eric. Okay, so we're going to Dingle Hopper Scar for heal for 1. We'll exert Scar, and we will challenge Eric. So Eric is banished, and I'll take the 2 damage back. And Goofy has a rush. Goofy will challenge Gaston for 2. So Gaston is banished. And Goofy will take the 2 damage. And I'll take the 3 lore for Goofy. So I'm at 13. Which means we're at 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only go to 19 on the next turn. So we'll see. I don't think we're going to make it. Because we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this turn. That's going to bring her to 34. And then she's also going to have 2 more cards. So I think Ursula's probably winning this one. That's if she does nothing bad to me in the meantime. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's at 34. We'll draw the 3 cards. And Anna for 6. And she's evasive. Hey Hey for 3. And Lash Out. I actually drew 4 accidentally. Lash Out. Each opposing player chooses and banishes one of their characters. That's bad. Okay, so I think that's going to be Scar. This represents 5 lore for me. And there's no way for me to get another 2 lore in this turn. I think that is going to be it. So I'm going to, and I can't control her enough. She's going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lore on her next turn. There's nothing I can do to stop that. We'll banish Scar. We're ready. Set, draw. We got a Vitalosphere And even if I get my 5 lore, that's not going to be enough. And there's nothing I can do to get more lore. And I can't stop her lore, so that's GG. Doesn't really matter what I do here. Okay, well, it was pretty close, actually. It was pretty close. Just one turn. She only beat me by 1 turn. All right, got the board reset. Let's draw our 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what are we gonna ink here? Well, Cobra Bubbles can go, it's too big. We are going to ink the Dragonfire. So what do we have for a curve here? I'm gonna get rid of that one. We've got Hey Hey, Mulan Mulan, and Roly. To be honest, I really want to dig deep for something a bit better than this. So let's keep our first 2 turns. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what happens there. All right, what did we get? We have Piglet, good. So we've got turns 1, 2, 3 basically sorted out. 2 uninkables with a Minnie Mouse and a Bruno's Return. All right, we'll see how that goes. All right, start Ursula. Starts off with a Trident. 1 lore and 2 cards. First card, Capsize, too expensive, into the ink. And Lash Out, too expensive, into the ink. That's Ursula's turn, so ready, set, draw. We got Goofy, very good. And I think we're going to ink this Vitalisphere, and we'll play our Hey Hey. Ursula, ready, set, and draw. So she's gonna get a lore for the Trident. 2 cards here. Ursula's Contract, so I can't use the Battleground. And too expensive, into the ink. So she's gonna get automatically 3 extra lore on her next turn. All right, ready, set, draw. Got a Dingle Hopper. We don't have a lot of inkable cards here. So we will ink one of the Mulans, and we're going to play Piglet for 2. And we're going to quest the Hey Hey for 1. All right. Ursula. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts her at 6 and 2 cards. And the first card, Mad Hatter. She can play that. And Jafar, too expensive, into the ink. All right. Ready, set, draw. So we are going to ink the other Mulan. And we're going to play Mulan, Free Spirit, for 3. We will quest and quest. So that's going to be 3, 4. Piglet gets +2 lore when there's 2 other characters in play. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. All right. That's that. And back. Ready, set, resolve. 2 lore and 2 cards. And Magicka Dispel. And Anna, too expensive, into the ink. All right, ready, set, and draw. I feel like we're doing a bit better on this game so far. All right, we've got a Hercules. Okay, that's good actually. But we're going to save the Hercules, I think, because we have Mulan support. We're going to ink the Dingle Hopper. so that we have 4 to play Goofy. All right. Mulan is going to quest and support Goofy for 2 strength. Goofy is going to exert and challenge the Hatter. But I'm also going to quest Hey Hey for 1 lore. And now Goofy has 5. So Goofy takes out the Hatter and takes 3 back. And Piglet quests for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that is turn. Alright. Ready, set, draw. So that's 3 lore for Ursula. And 2 card draw. 5. Just enough. Typhoon. Return all opposing exerted characters to their player's hands. Okay, we'll do that. And Tomatoa. When you play this character, the opposing players together choose an item or location and banish it. I don't have one. Alright, so that is Ursula's turn done. All of these characters go back to my hand. I mean, that does heal Goofy, so that's good in a way, but that's going to put me behind a turn. So that's a little bit rough. Alright, ready, set, draw. Okay, so we have 4, what can we ink? We'll ink the Hey Hey. So we have 5, and we have to do we definitely need Goofy back on the field, but there's nobody for him to attack with his rush without dying, so maybe we're not going to put Goofy down this turn. So rather, I think we get Rapunzel ready and Piglet. So Piglet and Rapunzel on this turn. And then we save Goofy for the next turn. So that is turn for 4. All right. That Typhoon is that's a bad card. Okay, ready, set, resolve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lore for Ursula. And 2 cards. And the first one is going to be a Ursula's Contract, so I can't use the Battleground, and she'll get 3 lore in the next turn. And Triton's Daughters. So not bad, didn't hurt me, at least. My turn, ready, set, and draw. Alright, so this turn will be a pretty good turn for lore, actually, because we are going to play Goofy and probably something else. So we have 5. So we can't play Goofy and anything else unless we ink. We can't really do anything here. We want both these Goofies. Okay, so there's not much we can do. We can play Goofy for 4. Goofy is played for 4. Piglet is going to quest for 3. And Goofy will challenge Tomatoa for 2. 2 damage here. 3 damage back. 2 lore for Goofy. And Rapunzel, I think we'll just quest. We might have this game. This one went our way, I think. See what nasty stuff Ursula does to me here. All right, so we're gonna ready, set, and resolve. So that's gonna resolve. This will resolve to 3 lore. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's at 25. She's gonna draw 3 cards. Triton's Daughters, that's good. Basically anything but a spell, and we win. Minnie Mouse, too expensive. 7 ink goes into the well, The last one, Bruno Madrigal. For 2, I'll play that, and my top 3 cards go into my discard pile. I haven't discarded anything in this game yet. What did we lose? Lost in the Woods, Pegasus, and Con. All right, and that's the turn, and we win this game. This went our way quite well. Ready, set, and draw. We got a Rapunzel. We've got 5 ink to spend, which we would just go ahead and grab our next Goofy. And that's it. That's going to be Piglet Quest for 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have a win. There we go. That is the Amber and Ruby deck on normal difficulty, solo against Ursula. Not bad. It really swings quite hard in one direction or the other, I find. Either you do good or you get crushed. Thanks for watching.